Hey guys, welcome to Parade. My name is Andrea Renee, and on my channel, I do all things beauty related, which is beauty hauls, makeup tutorials, get ready with me's, all of that. So in today's video, I'm actually gonna show you guys some of my favorite affordable and high-end products in this episode of Deluxe or Dupes. Now with holiday shopping in full swing, I want to share my favorite products at both price ranges by giving you guys a holiday gift guide. So today I want to go for something really pretty and glowy, and with New Year's Eve right around the corner, I want to give you guys a New Year's Eve inspired look using these products. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive straight into foundation. So on the Deluxe side, we're gonna take Huda Beauty Luminous Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade 450. This is a soft matte finish, very natural on the skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this with my sponge and apply it on the face. One thing about this foundation, you don't need a lot of it because a little bit goes a long way, and I feel like I put on too much, but I'm gonna blend it out. And this is actually great for this season because it is full coverage, but it's not drying on the skin. So if you have dry skin and you're wanting a full coverage foundation, I think this is a great one to try out. Now we're gonna take the e.l.f. Cosmetics Flawless Finish Foundation. I use the shade Coco, and I'll have all of these down below in the description. This is very similar to the Huda Beauty Foundation in my opinion because of the coverage. The color may be a little off compared to Huda, but as far as the coverage, they are both really similar. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna take it on a sponge and then we are gonna blend it out on the face. Okay, so like I said, the colors may be a little bit off, but I mean, look at the finish, you guys. Very similar. e.l.f. Cosmetics, full coverage. Huda Beauty, full coverage. And they both have a really pretty soft matte finish. Going back over to the Deluxe side, we're gonna take Lancome Teint Idole Concealer. This is in the shade 460. This concealer is perfect if you wanna wear it as either just a concealer or a foundation. I like to wear it as both. So on the days when I don't want to wear much foundation, I'll just put a little bit of this on the face because it is a full coverage concealer. So I'm just putting it on under my eyes, on my chin, and a little bit right here. And then taking my sponge and blending her out. All right, so going over to the dupe side, we're gonna take my all-time favorite concealer from the drugstore, e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I use the shade Deep Chestnut, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side and put it under the eyes. This one is a little bit thicker than the Lancome concealer. They're both really very similar compared to the other ones that I have in my collection. Another thing I like about both of these concealers is they're not drying. I know some people have dry under eyes, and I just like how they wear with a lot of different foundations. Now to set the concealer, I'm gonna take the Chanel setting powder on the Deluxe side. This is a really pretty setting powder, beautiful on the skin. It's not drying, there's no flashback, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of it and press it into the skin just where I put that concealer, just to make sure that we are setting that concealer. I'm also taking it on the lids too because I like to set my eyelids because I always kind of blend the concealer up on the top of the eyelids too. So I just like to make sure that the lids are set. And I also like to take a little setting powder to set my smile lines. That is actually a good tip to do. Now moving over to the dupe side, we're taking one of my favorite loose setting powders that is affordable, the Sephora Translucent Setting Powder. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you haven't tried this, you need to try it. This is my second one, and I'm always talking about this on my channel. My first time ever emptying a setting powder, which tells you how much I love it. So it's affordable and it works just as good as any other high-end setting powder like the one from Chanel. So I'm just gonna press it in just like I did with the Chanel and set that concealer. Moving over to bronzer, one of my favorite steps of makeup application, I'm gonna take Charlotte Tilbury and we are gonna put this on the Deluxe side. This is a beautiful bronzer, you guys. It blends out so good. Say if you put on like too much, you can easily blend it out. Like, it's not gonna look patchy on the skin. It's just gonna look so pretty. So I'm gonna take it and bronze the deluxe side. See how I just put way too much right there? So what I'm gonna do is take my brush, kind of swirl it on a napkin to get most of that product off, kind of sweep it out or just blend it out. And it just is so easy. Like, look at that. It's so soft. All right, moving over to the dupes. Now, this is not like a bronzer, but I use it as a bronzer. You can use it as a bronzer. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Powder. This is in the shade Deep Amber. It is almost spot on to Charlotte Tilbury Deep. So I'm gonna put this on the dupe side. And same with this powder, if you put on too much of it, you can easily blend it out. Like, it's not patchy at all. And that's why I like it so much. All right, moving on to eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette for the Deluxe, and we're gonna do a really pretty soft shimmer holiday look. So the first thing we're gonna go into is, we're actually just gonna stick with 2 shades today. I'm gonna go into the shade Mulberry, this really pretty burgundy color. This is like perfect for the holiday season. Pack it on the outer corner of my eye right here. And once you do that, what you're gonna wanna do is, you can switch out your brush if you want, but I don't ever really switch out my brushes. I just like to stick with one brush when I'm doing my eyeshadow. I swirl it on a napkin to get most of the eyeshadow off. I'm not gonna dip it back into the palette. I'm gonna go in the crease and just kind of blend, softens the crease just like that. Now we're gonna go with the dupe side. Okay, so for dupes, I pulled out these 2 Colourpop palettes. I have Sparkler and one of my favorites, Down to Earth. All 8 shades in these 2 quads, basically in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. These are under $10, very affordable. I'm actually gonna take Down to Earth. And this color right here is actually very, very, very similar to Mulberry. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take my blending brush and I'm gonna pack it on the outer corner of my lid, just like I did the other side. I always like to start out with a matte eyeshadow, because to me it's easier to work with. And that way I can have my crease done, the lid done. All I have to do is just put on a shimmer if I'm gonna use a shimmer. All right, so now we have both of the shades on. It is all coming together and looking the same. So yeah, let's go ahead and put on some shimmer. So going back to the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I'm gonna take Sultry and Bronze. I'm gonna kind of mix them together and put them right there where we didn't put any eyeshadow. And I always like to use my finger when I'm working with any type of shimmer, because it's just easier for me. And since I have nails, I might have to grab my brush to kind of blend that part out, like in this inner corner, just like that. Ooh, that's so pretty. So honestly, I didn't need a brush. That is good right there. Now we're gonna take the Colourpop Sparkler Quad, and this one has a gorgeous bronze color and a really pretty champagne color. So I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm gonna dip my finger in both of the shades and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Look at that, y'all. Spot on. The glow from the shimmer. They're both like really, really vibrant. All right, so we are actually done with the eyes. How easy was that? Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lashes, and I'm gonna do that off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so the lashes that I'm wearing are Ardell. They're called the Ardell Remy lashes, and the style is number 778. I always wear these lashes on my channel. Like, I don't switch it up. This is my go-to lash and I just love it. So if you guys are interested in this, it will be down below in the description. Now let's do some mascara. So on the Deluxe side, I'm gonna take my Kosas, the Big Clean Mascara, and I'm just gonna go ahead and coat my top and bottom lashes. Even though I do have the false lashes on, I still like to coat my lashes after. So I just go right up under the false lash and I coat my real lash. And I feel like it kind of blends into the false lash better this way. And then I take it and put it on the bottom lash. Okay, see how that made such a huge difference. So over here we have on mascara, and we don't have mascara on over here. Now moving over to the dupe side, I'm gonna take my Revlon mascara. This is the So Fierce mascara, the Big Bad Lash. This is also just as good as my Kosas mascara. They both don't clump up. They both give me the length that I need, the volume that I need. So I'm gonna do the same thing and just coat right up under those false lashes. Just coat my real lashes with it. And the last thing I have to do is the lips. Now, I'm gonna keep the lips very natural this time. I know a lot of us are wearing masks and we don't wanna have on a color on the lips because the color will rub off on the mask. So we're just gonna keep it very, very natural and go for a clear gloss. So the Deluxe side, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is Glass Slipper. And this is a really, really nice gloss. It's not sticky and I just love the shine that it gives. So I'm just gonna put it right here on the Deluxe side. Essence has a gloss that's very similar to the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. So if you're looking to spend under $5 for a good stocking stuffer, this right here from Essence is it. It's very glossy, it's not sticky, and I just feel like it's very similar to the Gloss Bomb. All right guys, we're done and it looks the same. I love how this came out. It's still really soft, but at the same time festive. If you're not looking to spend so much on makeup for holiday gifts, the dupe side is where it's at. These will make great stocking stuffers. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Parade's channel, and also don't forget to head on over to my channel to check it out and subscribe as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.